All right. Hear me just fine? Hey, how's everybody doing? Thanks for being here. Just wanted to make a live about the most amazing update. Actually, I've been waiting my whole life for this practically. I mean, we have so much advancements in technology now. There's no reason why we can't vote from our cell phones to decide policy. And that's exactly what we're going to be able to do. That's what we are enabling now with Ballot AI. I'm really so excited to be here. Let you all know that you can now vote live. We have a proposal in our DAO, known as the Direct Democracy DAO. It's the official first direct democracy DAO in the world that you can vote on for free. Once you stake a small amount of Ballot AI tokens, you can have unlimited votes, and we will be deciding on the future of policy and the future of the Ballot AI project, because this is a decentralized project where the people are here to decide. It's not as decentralized as it could be. There certainly are advancements to take power away from my control. In order to further decentralize a project, we will need further coding and absolutely to have votes on how that would be possible. But as of right now, I am the sole protector of the resource we have created, known as Ballot AI DAO, also known as the Direct Democracy DAO. And Ballot AI DAO is the software solution in development for all direct democracy worldwide, to have a suite of artificial intelligence powered tools, blockchain tools, smart contracts, AI that improve the ballot access industry. We are creating the first method for transparency industry-wide. This is a multi-billion-dollar capture of the United States' entire industry. When this information gets out and more people are willing to get into the blockchain and use stable coins, which we will see during the Trump administration, when more people are using Bitcoin and so forth, and when we're in the political space in particular can pitch a client that we have a solution that stops all fraud, creates end-to-end transparency over their investment, we are changing the entire game. The way the industry is run today is in businesses essentially run as businesses, campaigns set up to fund the paid signature collection activities, guaranteeing ballot access. Volunteer efforts simply don't usually get ballot access. It's very rare because it's so difficult. There's so many costs associated with it due to the fact the legislature wants to make it restrictive and difficult for the people to amend their own law. I'm speaking on behalf of the United States. I know the industry very well. I've worked and lived in this industry for 20 years. I mean, it's been my lifeblood of how I've made a career. And I can tell you that there's so much waste. Anyone can look at the numbers and see the amount of waste that is made. Now, the executives of the political consulting firms don't call it waste. They call it corporate profits. But essentially, they're charging an arm and a leg beyond what's necessary, thanks to the fact we live in the age of AI. So I've been investing in AI developers. I have MVP demos. MVP software usage is pending, although we are just fine-tuning it. We have an upgrading model in development that's going to go way beyond what even our current MVP is doing. That's lightning fast. We're talking about thousands of signatures in a second. Right now, we have to pay manual people to type, look at the screen, match the validity of the handwriting. We have the AI structured to do just that in seconds, create end-to-end reports for the proponents, putting often millions and millions of dollars into campaigns. This means that they'll save millions and millions the lower we bid the contracts. However, what we are going to do is become hyper-competitive and create the to-be-had smart contracts, which will be built, which we are fundraising for. Essentially, we're going to be selling NFTs. We're developing the token value for liquidation for this exact purpose, so that when we create a smart contract with USDC for ballot measures, that it's instant, automated, thanks to the AI and a human verification still playing a role, that all payments are secured on the blockchain in real time as papers are collected and delivered. And this eliminates waste and fraud. So every petitioner in the industry does not want to get ripped off, wants to get paid 100% on the spot. I've already solved that problem with a technology solution. I can franchise the method for the cost of one Ethereum NFT to anyone in the industry. We're only selling 50 of those for each state. Actually, there's a couple extras. Bonuses, there's going to be some AI robots that are given out for free, also giving an advantage for everyone in the crypto trading space who buys an NFT, because these robots, these AI softwares absolutely can foretell upcoming trends and help investors. And I'm giving 6 of those out with the NFT sales. So that's a big deal. But what we're doing, my friends, is changing direct democracy for the future forever, so that when people invest in guaranteeing that they have ballot access, they're able to get the best rates. They're able to have transparency, and everything is moving lightning fast. There's no delays. There's no hiccups because of manual labor taking too long. The industry today is, like, frankly, brain damaging. If you stay up too late and you can't, function, like, people have deadlines where they literally won't be paid at all unless they turn in the signatures in time. And there's nights where people stay up like 24 hours, 48 hours, and more just to finish the paperwork because their whole crew's budget is on the line. And it's so stressful and horrible. We end that problem. We also end the problem of fraud circulators trying to rip off coordinators with bad work because we catch them on the spot. We have them upload to monitor their work, and we're able to validate in real time. We can catch them if there's any kind of funny business, any fraud signatures, any fake handwriting. We have a human method that allows for that. The AI isn't that sharp yet. However, the AI is then cutting out all the costs for the managers of campaigns to have to do the validity themselves or pay for workers. Now they can just have the workers upload all the photos, go to sleep at night knowing that by the next day the work is done. We can process thousands and thousands of signatures overnight. Then they can look through it, find the ones that need to be rechecked because it's not perfect yet, but it's still better than anything else this industry is offering. There are no apps for this industry other than one old app called Pass Validity. We're going to basically create a permanent version of Pass Validity that gives petitioners an audit. So if they're working, even not for our company, if they're working in California where we already have contracts, in other states where we certainly will, they use this tool. We already have the software code set up to work. What happens is they get an audit of their work. They can check IDs on the spot, scan and see if they've already signed any other petitions, catching duplicates, and validating if they have signed or not all of the petitions in circulation, making sure that the person is aware they're all still either waiting for signatures from them or that they've already signed some of them. Very important for states like California where they have multiple ballot measures and people so busy sometimes they forget what they sign. So this will help someone have an audit of their work. That way, if they turn into another coordinator who is running a scam, who is our competition, who's skimming off the top, as most corrupt coordinators in this industry do, what ends up happening is they have an audit and they catch them. And they catch them in the spot. They catch them trying to say that they had lower validity than what their own audit shows, which is matched the same voter database their clients are using. So we basically have a method to put all of the scum coordinators out of business once and for all, making them realize they better ship up and shape up and make this industry great again, make petitioning great again, or they're not going to be in business. And that's all there is to it. We're going to weed out the scams. I've been personally ripped off tens of thousands of dollars. So having made over $100,000 in a year on petitions, you are 100% certain that I am going to leave a legacy and invest over the amount, far more than tens of thousands of dollars that I was scammed at creating a permanent solution for myself and for all petitioners in the industry forever. Because what we're building is on the blockchain, and it's going to be as permanent as my legacy, my team, my corporation, Liberty Economy make it, because we are producing it. We are ready now. So we now have the DAO live, and this is very exciting. If you're not familiar with the project, if you're just tuning in, because I'd love to know who's watching. I don't know you yet. We have to interact on X, okay? It's one of the top places to interact. Follow the account. I wrote my name, Sifu Guillermo. You should be able to find me there. That's my main profile on X. It's actually the @ symbol, Liberty Economy. But then you'll find out about the project which has a different profile, which is at Ballot _ AI, BALLOT _ AI. And so check that out. Check out the website Ballot.ai. I'm going to make it a secure domain. We have it forwarding to another site, but it's at http://ballot.ai temporarily. We're not doing any transactions through that page. It's just forwarding the link. When you go there, you read about the project. You can see the links of how to set up your wallet if you're not familiar, how to buy Ballot AI, how to buy crypto. If you're not familiar, you're going to get the best alpha I can give out during this bull run. We're about to go crazy into the bull run, and I am developing passive yield that will be able to sustain my income through the bull run and beyond, because I have a bear market strategy as well. And I'll be sharing that with top participants. So my 8 years plus of crypto will be for those who believe in a more democratic world, a decentralized government. Blockchain was built for this. The very idea of decentralization is inherent in direct democracy. It is the decentralization of government. And thanks to Ballot AI, we are now going to decentralize that entire industry in the process. So in our DAO, you and the fellow stakers will be able to vote on what policies you want to implement. I will use the AI I have access to right now to write up the policy and structure everything for political action committees. So individuals in various states and nations can file ballot measures. We can use AI to write any law we want. And then we can empower voters to vote on those laws and change the laws of our nations and of our states ourselves. The people rule. Decentralized direct democracy is when we create direct democracy ourselves. We're not waiting for individual groups to form and support ballot measures and propositions and referendum. We are creating them ourselves. We're going to use AI to write it. We're going to use AI to structure everything to help those who want to get involved actively file and begin campaigns. We're going to use our tokenomics model to fund the operations, the livelihoods of individuals like me and potentially you and other activist-minded people who care about the future, or care about our children and future generations, that we want to forever change this planet to be run in a fair and open democratic way, to be the pinnacle of freedom and liberty, and most importantly, justice for future generations, empowering ourselves with our own direct democracy. Instead of waiting for hierarchical government, we are here to implement change and be the change agents. Like the Hopi prophecy says, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And it's direct democracy that is the solution. You don't hear from any other media. So we're going to create an amazing media channel as well. We'll get into geopolitics periodically, commentary on other videos, so people will tune in as a way of following what's going on in the world. But unlike other media, we're going to talk about solutions and strategies and take action to initiate them. Our DAO right now is set up with a vote. It says Direct Democracy DAO airdrop number 1. We're giving out 100,000 tokens to participants, over 100 participants, or 50. We have a vote if we want to do 50 top participants or 25 top participants that get a larger amount, like 400,000. That's whale status when this project gets to the higher market cap. And we're giving that out for free. We're letting people vote. Everyone who votes is going to get 100,000. That's enough to permanently be a member, lock yourself in to a limited direct democracy community. There's only going to be 100,000 of us around the world, max, because of the amount of tokens that are available. And so it's going to absolutely be much smaller, because many of us are going to hold on to a lot more than 100,000 tokens. We don't want all the corrupt communists and corrupt fascists or anyone who's horrible voting on proposals. That's why I'm in charge, and no one's going to try to push something that's unconstitutional or take away from others' freedom. We have a structured project based on limited government, based on the non-aggression principle. Anarchists want this everywhere. Libertarians want this, but they have never put something together like I'm finally helping launch with my developer right now. My core dev, Pitar, is amazing, who's put this together. He loves this project, it sounds like. I mean, I kind of convinced him. He learned about it. He said this is going to be a great project. He's a great developer, and we're doing amazing things. We are going to get an audit soon, just so everyone can feel really comfortable. We still have the warning notice from Blowfish. Please disregard that. You can check out our community. Lots of people are staking. Lots of people are getting passive yield. We are launching the decentralized exchange in days. It might be available tomorrow. We're testing it right now. I'm also offering another airdrop for people that test. We have some testnet tokens on Solana. You can do swaps and you can yield farm now. And so when that goes live, we're going to create the pool for stable coins and create some generous yield. That way, when people are escaping the bear market, they come to us to lock in stable coins, get a great yield. So after Bitcoin starts to fade out, they'll come to us and they'll get great yield on stable coins and exist during the whole bear market, which is a much longer period of time for us to accumulate growth and accumulate new members, staking, voting in the DAO, writing policy, submitting policy, and creating campaigns. I'm going to lead by example. I have experience launching 6 ballot measures, 5. I filed 6. One of them was not approved, but they were written in part by me. I did the hard work before AI was available. I was writing out the law and policy, very difficult work. I just studied it my whole life. I started learning about it, learning the logical process of writing policy. Anyone can do it. I can teach people to do it. And that alone was so exciting. And I knew we were going somewhere. My vision was going to be manifested simply from the principle of recognizing I, as an influencer, could teach people how to radically change their state governments and impact government. But now we can have AI do a lot of that work. Now we can make the free market of direct democracy exist, where people can invest in ballot measures and transparently qualify from them for the ballot, where all the finances are tracked and transparent on the blockchain. And we're the only ones building it like this. There's been some other groups doing some stuff with like online voting or talking about direct democracy, but no one's really doing it. Real direct democracy is with ballot measures. They have to be written correctly. They have to be structured. There's a lot of coders that write code. Props to them. Pitar, who drafted all these smart contracts for our project. Amazing job. We need intellectual people to write technical things like that. And I had a skill and still have the skill of writing technical legal documents for laws. But I don't even need to do that anymore. Much like a lot of coders can use AI, have the AI do the coding for them too. It's very interesting. I am planning on getting into code, being part of the Solana community and cross-chain. I want to build on Ethereum and other layer 2s, especially because that's where most of my yield farms are. Work with layer 1s as well, where applicable. I have some great alpha for people. I have access to the top-notch crypto AI research bots. We will be getting very active, as I mentioned, as we go into this bull market for exclusively for stakers who are holding and participating in our project. We're looking to create a social media shift. We're working to create a social, political, and economic evolution. The social shift is getting people like you, the viewers, getting involved, telling others. We will have a referral program to earn staking rewards. That is being built right now. The referral program is all about getting people to be active, make media just as I am now, like this. Talking about direct democracy, talking about the project as if you are the owner, because you are, when you own tokens, proportionally an owner, and you will have equal voting rights in the DAO proportionally to your token stake. And my job is to disseminate value to everybody through the airdrops, through the yield farming on our platform, and through staking, so that I can give to those who are giving value to this project and giving you reasons to hold, so that long term we can bring this up to the $25 billion market cap where it would belong. The industry alone is worth easily $20 billion. I should pull up the AI and actually ask it now. It must have data of last year's financials on all of the ballot measures, which I actually haven't looked up yet. So I'll tell you. But before that, it was 16 billion in 2022. That's what I gathered for info. So I'm going to ask a great AI agent right now while you're all watching. How much money was how much money? How much value in? How do I say this? How much money were in 2024 ballot measure campaigns and candidate ballot access in the United States? All right, now This is just the United States, mind you. Ballot measures are a worldwide phenomenon. The U.S. is where we use them, I think, with the most money. What does it say? Well, this is a very low figure. This may not be right. Probably have to get some other prompts. 41 states deciding on 159 ballot measures. Oh, okay. So, this doesn't look like as much. This can't be right. This looks really low because Elon Musk alone, this doesn't include Elon Musk's petition. He spent like 100, was it 100 million? He spent a lot of money. Yeah, because he was giving out $1 million to like 19 people, and he gave a lot of money out. This is 1.3 billion, 1.4 billion. I thought it was, I was looking at figures that were showing like 16 billion. Still a lot, isn't it? We'd be able to capture that whole industry. All of us would co-own that. Okay, talks about 41 states, 159 statewide measures. Yeah, 100. Okay, so. Oh, these are contributions. Okay, ballot measure committees. This was a projection for 2023. I hope you're all still watching and interested in this. Sorry for taking my time. I'd like to show you the screen. This is kind of new, but let's see. I can do this. Yeah, it does say though. It says 1.4 billion. Let's see. You know what I should show you? I need to show you all the actual project. Yeah, I have so many pages open right now. That's the problem. Well, this is an ad hoc video. I have some stuff to do. I just wanted to give you all an update. You go to Ballot AI, then you're going to be able to check out what we're doing. Get some tokens. You can stake, and you could ask in the Telegram to participate in the testnet, where you can earn an airdrop, and you can vote in the DAO. You just have to have 100,000 tokens staked in the DAO to vote. All right, I'm gonna open up this page so y'all can look. Please follow me on X if you're not already, and share what we're doing, and ask questions, get involved. That's the only way we're gonna make things happen. We get more participants. So I guess you can see this now. This is the main page for staking, ballot.finance. To learn more about our project, just click on that icon. You are taken to the main site. See that? I have a little video. I need to remake that video. I don't like the intro very well, but that's going to happen soon. We have a lot of updates. This is where you can learn about it. I doing a lot of outreach preparation, and we're going to take this to the moon. There's a Telegram. Get your crypto from crypto.com, in my opinion, one of the best spots. There's other places I can refer you to if you ask. Phantom Wallet I use for the wallet. Meteor Dex, you can click this. It'll take you right to the main DEX hosting our token, which is going to get most of the swaps because it is the main Ballot AI Soul trading platform. Let's see. How much is it worth? What's the market cap? So it says 14,000 is permanently locked. Let me see. I'll just type it in here. Oh, this is a dynamic pool. That's why. There we go. Well, yeah, let's see. Does it show on Dex Screener? Check this out. We have to get through this nasty warning. Oh, token pair not found, huh? It is there, though. We have to get through a really unfortunate warning label from the group called Blowfish that says your tokens could be lost, but that's just temporary. This is just something that's going on. What does this show? A giant spike? Where's the actual chart? We had some people selling. Fools. This is about to blow up. You'll never be able to get these positions back. Oh, Ballot AI USD. That really wasn't created. That's weird that it shows up. Let's see. Ballot AI Sol. Ballot AI Sol. Here. Let's go back here. Go to Gecko Terminal. This will show. That's what I wanted. Should show here. Yeah. Okay. So this is where we're at right now. You got this nice little wave pattern. See, this is when I was originally putting liquidity into it. We got a few people making a little money off of that, but we're going to go much higher than this. Yeah, it seems like we don't really have any holders. Like, I mean, what am I saying? We have holders, but everybody's trying to sell here. You know what, though? To your own demise. Because when you see this giant green spike happen, you're going to wish you didn't sell. That's all I'm saying. There's going to be some liquidity. I have quite a bit of Bitcoin and other cryptos, and when the market starts taking off, I'm going to be taking those profits and putting into this and into the liquidity pools. Okay, so you can count on that, and we're going to just keep building this liquidity up. Plan to get on every decentralized exchange very soon. So you can select your wallet, connect like this. You see we have a Discord. We're just going to about to get that started. X.com, of course, you got a link to us there, and the Telegram is most active. This shows different levels with amounts of currency locked in there. This is just people testing it out, getting a little yield that pays in real time. You get some pretty nice yield on that, especially if you go up to here, level 7. All these levels 4, 5, 6, and 7 are preferred levels. When you have 100,000 tokens staked in any of these levels, that's when you can access the DAO. So someone who's ready to go for 6 months or longer holding, then you can vote and you can participate and you can earn, and it's pretty cool. This is the admin wallet, so I can control like adding more tokens. Right now it's 11%. We could add more in the future. Definitely considering that. We have the DEX. I'll just take you to that real quick. Launching the app. This DEX is not live. It is in testnet right now. Does it show anything in liquidity? Yeah, it shows something, but yeah, there's a little APR in the test net. We have a farm. For some reason, it wasn't pulling up my computer, but on my phone, it worked fine. So shouldn't have any problem with that, though, from your phone. Like I said, this is still just being tested. What is working now, right away now, is the DAO. And the launchpad still says coming soon, yep. But that's going to happen very soon because we're going to launch tokens from this DAO. Oh, it's not there. I'll take you there. We're going to launch tokens, and it's going to be amazing. Only those who are staking tokens with 100,000 or more for 6 months or longer can participate early access to the tokens. So the first proposal is really just about an airdrop. We're going to start getting some tokens up here right now. So this is where you can vote. I like this one, but that seems really biased because I created these. All of these are fine. We can help 25 top promoters on X, Facebook. You know, either of these get a much larger reward. We have a medium reward, 50 promoters, or we can just do 100 people at 100,000 each. That each gives each person ability to vote. So just doing some X promotions, you're in the DAO, you're earning interest, you're voting, you're locked in to be there as our token goes way up. And then this one, which is what I really want, is rewards for people creating original content, fresh content on TikTok and YouTube about Ballot AI, direct democracy of the future, and so forth. So let's see if I can just vote on one of these. I'll just vote on this one. Please connect the wallet first. Oh yeah, let's do that. This is I'm the first voter here, just testing it out from the master wallet. One of the master wallets. We have several wallets for security. All right. And I wonder if I even want to vote. I guess I could test it. You don't have enough power to vote. Oh, yes, because, sorry, the master wallet does not stake. So let me just switch this over. I switch this account. All right. All right. This account will stake. Okay. yeah, this is just one of my test accounts. Okay, let's do this one. Confirm vote. Your voting power. I have 1 million tokens in this power. Okay. That's my vote. Boom. Now, we get to have unlimited votes on all kinds of amazing topics. Multiple choice. This is not yes or no voting. This is like a ranked choice vote. And, you know, it is based on how many tokens you have. So the more tokens you have, the greater your vote power. That's just how these things roll out. So just want to show you this is live. And if you vote in this, you're going to get, you need 100,000 to join. And that's the cool thing, is that you will get 100,000 just for voting. You're going to have 100,000 staked getting interest. So that's basically free. You could take the reward I'm going to manually send you and just cash it out, I suppose, if you wanted to be a jerk. Best thing you could do would be to, of course, stake again at the 4-year level, and, you know, be an ally long term. If you stake 100,000 for 6 months anyway, you're an ally. So, not calling anyone a jerk. You can sell for profits. Okay, this is a place where you can sell for profits. Ideally, we want people to hold long and keep holding long, because that's going to keep our momentum going. And so, hope you can be a part of that. You know, don't take it for granted, though. Don't try to, snipe the project away from other people, I suppose, or and then just to crash sell it. Like, we don't want any whales to do that. Okay, that would not be fair. We want a fair launch project. This is fair launch. Anyone could buy a massive load of tokens, but just please don't do that only to just crash it and then never come back. Like, if you're watching this, have a heart. This project is about a real solution the world needs. I hope we don't get attacked by hackers or things like this. Why I'm going to be studying cybersecurity very shortly, because this is very serious. So treat this like my baby. I'm going to start studying cybersecurity and blockchain development. But first, it's business, because my skill is creating the business and launching it and just managing it, maintaining it. I hope that it's going to be within this year. Absolutely. I'm going to be diving into the coding, because this is a year of freedom due to the Bitcoin bull market we're about to have, where everyone who's a part of that can learn skillfully how to manage smart contracts, to leverage your own Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies to generate yield. And you can live off the yield as a passive income, which can last quite a while. It's permanent if you have enough money and you know how to move your money around. It's permanent. That's what DeFi is doing. It's changing the whole banking system. I lived off it and saved my life during COVID. It absolutely saved my life. Everything was shut down, and it was yield farming that saved my life. And it was one token that just went way up. That's all you need, is one good altcoin that can go up 100x, and you can change your life from that. So I hope you all can participate. I'll seek to give you knowledge as a part of this. We are working to bring cryptocurrencies mainstream, getting people involved in civics, people interested in more civic participation to get into crypto for the purpose of launching our policy tokens. And the tokenomics white paper will be released soon. Essentially, policy tokens allow people to create tokens investing early as stakers before they get onto all of the decentralized exchanges, where there's a great profit motive, by the way. You get in early and you can sell at a profit some later, and that's expected. That's what people do. And then they secure their position. They hold a moon bag for life, where they're just holding and they're participating and being a good steward of the project. A referral program will help grow it. That will be launched very soon. And policy tokens will shape the future of direct democracy, because with each one, once we get them launched, as admin, will launch them with a DAO pool that will buy up the initial token allocation right from the start when it launches at a random time of day or night, so there's no snipers. We'll get the massive amount of the pool needed to create yield on our farms, incentivize people to raise our value at our decks, and to provide yield farms. We'll have staking rewards on many projects as we relaunch the staking platform to accommodate them, and airdrops and other features. And then, of course, a massive portion of this is for liquidation and burning. By burning, we take totally out of circulation. This inherently raises the value of the tokens. By liquidating them, we pay for the creation of a nonprofit. We pay for the salary for a worker for a year, for example. We'll set parameters. We'll be using our DAO to set all this up. And we'll liquidate a portion, so many thousands of dollars, to pay for a full-time worker to help with the advocacy of the policy token is for. And this will help all campaigns worldwide seeking to get involved. That will be the primary goal. They'll be inspiring people to get involved on the ground level in their states and nations for the same policies that we vote on, which are to limit government and stop corruption in many ways. We're not at a shortage of solutions. The world has been missing a strategy, and Ballot AI is the strategic advantage post. This is our pivotal time in human history where we are embracing decentralization of the currency with blockchain, Bitcoin, and other cryptos, and decentralization of government as people realize we can improve our states and our nations ourselves instead of waiting for government and hoping the elections work out. So one of the top issues we'll be voting on is blockchain voting. It doesn't really require a vote, but we will have different methods of blockchain voting with paper ballots, blockchain voting with possibly blockchain IDs. There's various ballots we can propose. And we'll construct some useful votes on that measure and decide on what states we want to file them in. As we build out our super PAC, I can start in my home state in Arizona, and other people can start in their states. The plan is to get people to volunteer and file them, and then create a crowdfunded campaign for those ballot access signature drives so that we can deploy myself and other crew members I've gotten to know over the last 20 years that are ready to hit the road, get signatures for any campaign you want, put anything on the ballot. For example, I would love to be at Bitcoin Miami and or in Nevada with a ballot measure to make a Bitcoin reserve for Nevada State. And I was talking with Dennis Porter, advocate and lobbyist for Bitcoin reserves, and he was interested. He thought he would come back to this. So I'm very excited to share with him what I'm doing with Ballot AI now and see if I can get him on board because he's a huge influencer. And otherwise, the point is we don't have to wait for people, even lobbyists, because that's the whole point. We don't want to wait for a lobbyist to convince a politician. That's not decentralization. That's hierarchical restrictions. The politician doesn't want it. It doesn't help them. And even if they get a politician to sign it, it's a fugazi. It's a fake out to think that you've solved all the problems. They say, oh, hype, I'm so excited. We got a politician to file the bill. That does not solve the problem. Majority of time, filing positive bills is the first step that you think in our perfect government it would work, but it's not perfect and it doesn't work. And politicians just turn a blind eye. They listen to their banker lobbyists, and they decide that they don't want to be in favor of Bitcoin, and they will not vote on behalf of even that one candidate who is awesome filing it. That's a nice step. It's a nice gesture, but it does not guarantee results. What does guarantee results is ballot initiatives. That way allows people to vote. When the vast majority of the voters realize that they could front run Bitcoin and get on this crypto revolution before their own state, that can create such an uproar and get people excited about Bitcoin and just learning about it. But there's a couple others I want to vote on, such as blockchain audits of the state budgets and, very importantly, blockchain voting. So blockchain reserve, Bitcoin reserve is huge. Blockchain voting is equally huge. It could be voting with the Bitcoin blockchain, and blockchain audits is a massive idea. Another one that I have already filed in Arizona, which has made me not famous at all, although I am the only first person to do it, and it should be recognized, is I filed the ballot measure to make cryptocurrency tax-free legal tender. Same standard as gold and silver. I was also the one who filed to make gold and silver tax-free legal tender years prior, and the governor, Doug Ducey, passed that into law himself the same year, in accordance with the bill to make industrial hemp legal. Funny enough, I also filed that ballot measure. I filed to make industrial hemp legal because it's a great replacement to paper, help the forest. So look at the cost of lumber for paper products. Lumber is way up in profit. Farmers need jobs. They don't need GMO corn. They don't need GMO cotton for fiber. They need natural organic hemp. And it's great for our industry. It's great for the ecosystem to bioremediate. And it's got so many benefits. So I filed that ballot measure. It passed the same year. I think that filing ballot measures can influence politicians, just based on that and an earlier discussion I had with the host of Freedom's Phoenix, great anarchist radio show out of Phoenix, Arizona. You can check that out. Um, I'll be putting up socials and the history of my work in the space on the site in due time. But he, the founder of that, Doug, if I'm not mistaken, forgive me if I've gotten this wrong. It's been so long, but he said that he also had success filing early on, but kind of gave up. It didn't go anywhere. And I hear that he just wants to be an anarchist now. He gave up, and I felt that way because it's so pathetic how people don't take action. But I have a different spirit about it. I want more civic participation so we can address the crisis in government and make a huge difference. I was the one advocating for Ross Ulbricht to have a ballot measure here in Arizona to let him out of jail because this is the state he was held in. Trump did it anyway. At the time, all the anarchists were against voting. And look how we got Ross out of jail, voting. Isn't that ironic? Who was saying that from the start? I was. I met his mom, Lynn, and I told her about ballot initiatives. And it kind of they didn't really attach to that idea. I mean, she nodded her head and was like in agreement in general with what I was saying. A lot of them didn't believe it's possible to overturn federal law. It's like, hello, it's called the 10th Amendment. Look it up. And they still don't want to listen. No, it's a federal decision, a court decision. That's why you need political scientists like me to buck the system. Say, no, stop being complacent. Don't just believe because you think the federal government says such and such, you can't do anything. We need to stand up for ourselves. This whole government is by we the people. Federal government is a coalition of states. If the people decide something's unconstitutional in their state and they want to pass a law that does not take away from anyone constitutional freedom, in order for that very purpose to protect freedom, they have the right to do it, and we can do anything we want to limit the federal government, limit our states, most importantly, where we are now. We have this whole massive project called Doge you've heard about. Elon's slashing everything federally. He's not going to be able to address the corruption in your state. He's not going to be able to address the waste. Look at California, most corrupt government. Newsom, the new scam, nuisance, the new scum has ruined California. I lived in Oakland for years. It is a trash heap now. Dangerous. Don't barely even ever want to go back, other than if I'm like kicking out another, George Soros funded district attorney or something like I did last time, or recalling the mayor. They put me in. I'll help with those periodically if they pay well, but California is just so wrecked. I hope it gets better. There's still some nice areas, don't get me wrong. It's still a lovely state and beautiful people, but just the homelessness and the blight it's just getting horrible. Crime is out of control. All those George Soros DAs, we got to kick them all out. And that requires recall efforts on the ground. That is the most extensive, most difficult type of effort. But Ballot AI is the first to be able to break through the matrix of restrictions, thanks to our innovation investing in AI for the ballot initiative industry, because we're going to be able to cut the cost. And if we want to do a campaign at the bottom lowest cost, net cost, we can. There just simply won't be as much return for investors. One of the coolest things we can do for the stakers of Ballot AI token is distribute stable coins as payment to the wallet addresses from our smart contract, our stablecoin smart contract, where we use USDC and we bid on contracts and proponents put their stable coins in the contract to pay for petition circulators. We bid lower than all the competition and we keep a huge profit margin that we can then distribute to those staking in Ballot AI. I'm not promising the Ballot AI token is going to go up, because I can't get misinformed like I'm promising you'll get value by buying Ballot AI today. I'm telling you what the plans are for the smart contract when it's built. It will automatically distribute to the wallet addresses proportionally to the amount of Ballot AI tokens they stake. It's not set in stone today. The code is not implemented today. So don't interpret that like I'm promising you're going to get this big paycheck. We don't have any contracts lined up yet. We're still releasing our software. We're still producing it. But we have MVP models. We've proven we've done this. We have 3 types of software that have been coded that absolutely dramatically change the ballot initiative industry for the future forever. And we want to put those on the blockchain. So I'm going to be seeking partnerships with major alternative layer ones. I'm going to be seeking grants from Ethereum and other groups at Solana, do cross-chain work. And we basically want to bring this onto a powerful AI chain like perhaps Tau and or otherwise just have a very powerful AI model that has a token listed on all types of different chains to grab liquidity from people who are passionate about freedom in their lifetimes and pool that towards creating these policy tokens, launch the policy tokens, create effectively the most impactful nonprofits ever to advocate for people getting involved in ballot measures, which is a little bit of a gray area how the IRS interprets that. But we have some leverage with, indirectly linked nonprofits. Um, it's funny, the IRS says that nonprofits cannot technically tell people to get behind specific ballot measures, but they can educate people about policy. So we have a loophole, and we will use that to a full advantage. Same with super PACs. Everyone is hating super PACs. They can raise unlimited money and give it to unlimited amounts. What if we needed that someday? That's actually what we need for ballot measures. So I am 100% pro super PAC, and we're going to go super PAC maximalists, working to create multiple super PACs in all different states for ballot measures. And if we were able to create one super PAC that can handle ballot measures in every state, it's possible. We'll do that. I like the decentralized model, having a lot of different super PACs exist for specific focuses. But we could have just one also super ultra national one that uses the DAO to decide policy. And so that is the gist. We are connecting direct democracy with e-democracy, online voting on the blockchain, known as a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, letting you decide on the policy for your state and nation, filing the ballot measures, pushing towards the fundraising and organization of such ballot measures. We already have solutions for it even before the blockchain is launched. So we can launch a campaign tomorrow if we had $1 million to do it. We had $500,000 or $250,000, if someone wants to be that generous and launch a campaign to make a Bitcoin reserve, we could start it with far less. The point is, if the money's there, we can do it and we can get anything on the ballot. We're going to create a way now for the money to be pooled and delivered in the only transparent way on the blockchain. So I hope you like this little gist of what we're doing. If you appreciate what we're doing and would like to know more, get involved. Thanks for being here. Share this video wherever you can on Facebook, please, so we can get those reshares. Share on X. Go to X, find live, and share. Be a part of the community. You could see yourself getting a nice airdrop from that alone. If you join the DAO and you vote before the next 5 days, when it's ending on the 28th, you're guaranteed to get an airdrop. I can give out so many thousands. I'd love to see that happen. Even if it's just a few people. Let's get things going. Let's get this DAO going. Realize the potential of what we have. Sleep on it. If you don't understand the gravity of the situation, how impactful this is now, watch this video again. Sleep on it. People are going to be waking up probably a decade from now that ignore this and fade out and be like, wow, that guy was right. He was doing amazing things. So we're going to change the world together. This is not strictly in the United States. This is a worldwide project. So thank you all. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for being here. I'm making huge sacrifices to make this all possible. Lots of great things happening. We're about to launch the Medium articles. Tons of blogs and information will be published very soon. We already have it compiled. We're getting ready for a major push. We have some software for that, working to deploy AI agents, and looking for any help we can get. So be a part of this. Make a difference in the world by buying Ballot AI tokens.